I'm live. I'll just move that over, then you can see the guitar a little bit. Chris in Arena Recording Studio. Probably nobody's going to watch this, but I'm just trying to up the content on the channel to make sure people get extra goodies and things for free, really, and they see the life, the day in the life of a session guitar and producer kind of guy who's been doing it for like 40 years and still making a living today. How many of you guys are going to be making a living from music in 40 years? Music probably won't even exist in 40 years, will it? I don't know. The way things are going in this crazy world that we're living in. But never mind, that's just my saddled values. Today I'm going to chat about bar chords, which tends to be an issue with a lot of the students that come to Arena Recording Studio for lessons. I have quite a few actually that come during I think I've got about 66 that come a week. So that takes up a lot of the afternoon and the early evening for me, around about 9 p.m. and then I go home. But what I'm going to chat about are bar chords, because one of the things the question that I get asked a lot is, how do you get through this barrier of learning the bar chords? Well, bar chords, when I look back myself over the years, bar chords were 3 months start to finish for me, doing them every day from a kid when I was about 12. I can honestly remember the pain and the agony going through this, thinking, what the hell am I doing this for? I never really want to go down this route. And being naturally lazy, which I still am to this very day, all those years later, and was astounded on how I stuck to learning the bar chords. And I spent 3 months. Now I think it's one of those things that we're all, like I say, we're naturally lazy, so we don't tend to learn a lot of things because we give in, which is why I see people that take up singing, guitar, music production, and after 2 or 3 months, when they realise there's a journey to be done and it's difficult, they call it a day. Well, that's the secret to a lot of this, is to keep going. Just make sure you do 10-15 minutes every day on something that you find a chore, because if you try and do more, it becomes difficult and a challenge, and it grinds you down, and eventually you say, do you know what, I can't be bothered with this, and you walk away from it. So you've got to kind of make it literally like the gym. You want to see some sort of results from it, and going too much too soon can be kind of mind numbing, and it blows your brains and you give it all up. So when we're working on bar chords, how I like to approach these with a lot of the students is simplify everything on the guitar that you work with. For me, the easiest place to learn a bar chord is probably around about the 7th fret. Okay, and what I tend to do with the students in the studio is, I'll show you where my thumb is. You get a view there of the thumb. It's literally right in the middle of the neck, and it's right behind the barring finger. That's how I like to do it, because literally you've got this squeezing clamp. That's what you've got. This is going to build all the pressure. It's difficult at first because it's one of those things that we don't naturally do, is squeeze between thumb and finger for long periods of time. But the beauty of bar chords is, if you go down this route, it unlocks a lot of songs where you maybe have things like G minors in there, where a lot of guys don't like to play G minors in open positions because they find it difficult as an open chord. Whereas with a bar chord, all based on the E-shaped bar chords, these that I'm talking about today, you get that luxury of being able to create the opportunity to play songs that you can't play with your standard cowboy chords, your open chords, that kind of stuff. So it's well worth the journey. And if we look at the E-shaped chord, if we take this second finger off, it makes the chord minor. Then if we just leave that, minor 7, dominant 7, back to major, all based on that E-shaped chord. Now what this creates, if you look at all the frets, 12 frets, 4 different shapes there, from major, minor, dominant 7th, minor 7th. That's 48 new chords, which unlocks a lot of music for you. So when you're looking at the bar chords, the best way to get through this pain barrier is, and that's not what we do want. Watch what I do. If I was to do this, I would play every single string individually, so that I know that I've got a really good clean bar. Okay, if you've got going on, then you're not quite working correct with the pressure. So squeeze. Then when you've got it to ring out, relax. Because again, if you're holding this and not playing anything, it's a massive amount of stress and strain that you're putting on your tendons and your ligaments, and it can create a few issues for you. You don't need to squeeze and play when you're playing no noise at all. So I see this where they'll, and then they'll be talking to me and they've still got this pressure where they're on these frets and strings, and it's not necessary. So Relax and then go again. Relax, go again. And try on the 7th fret. When you get good on the 7th fret, move it down a fret. 6, 5, move it up. So when you get confident with just the one finger, then it's time to add the other fingers. Go through the same process again. Pick each string individually. And then work on the minors. The idea is to get to be able to play these on every single fret from the 1st fret right up to the 12th. That's going to serve you really well. You've got most bases covered there with just the E-shaped chords. Then again, same with your dominant 7. It's going to, you're going to feel a little bit of discomfort around the thumb and the wrist and maybe on the forearm. But just be careful. If you get pain, stop. Just rest a day or so and then start again. This is why little and often is crucial to learning a lot of things on the guitar. It helps us to absorb it mentally, and it also helps tendons and ligaments and joints to recover. I never practice one exercise for more than 5 minutes. So when you've actually got that in place and you can play those chords, then you're looking at adding your rhythmic content of and it becomes fun, and you can apply it then into your songs. So a few little tips there to help with your bar chords. As always, thanks for watching and sticking around and doing all these things and helping me through on the channel. It's really good. It's nice to talk music with people, and I'm going to clear off and get my Subway sandwich now, which is calling me. So hopefully there's some good useful tips in there. Please like and subscribe to my channel. It makes my day, and I'm going to see you very soon. So thanks for watching. See ya. Bye.